Hey there, Survivors Cougar here, back with more Stranded Alien Dawn. We are picking up right where we left off at the end of the last episode, in which Quinn had just completed his first snowman of the season. Building snowmen is Quinn's favorite leisure activity, so he is in a good place right now. I got to handle a couple of things that I noticed as I was putting together the footage last night. One is that I've got an extra couple of storage squares here that are actually not under a roof. So we've got to get this storage square emptied and then we'll deconstruct it. Actually, I can do that. Empty and deconstruct, and the other one deconstructed as well. Okay, good. And then another thing I want to do, we do now have a chance to, wait a minute, let me just triple check. Do we have a roof on here? We do. So our cold storage area is pretty much set up. I would kind of like, we've got enough stone that I can actually put some stone tiling down in here, which will make it more pleasant to be in here. And then some storage shelves. We can use, I think we'll use scrap metal for this. Oh, wait a minute. I actually don't want one there. I want a gap there. Hold on. Yeah, that'll do. And then maybe another one on this side. Storage shelves, scrap metal, and there we go. And then as soon as those are built, we got to make sure that those are set for holding food only. And then when those are up, we can also go ahead and disallow food from all these other storage spots here. Now the ones on the ground should already have food disallowed. Yeah, okay. Oh, not these. And not these. Okay. Alrighty. And then what? Let me just quickly check I got to remind myself what our research is doing. All right, we're doing musical instruments, so that'll help people maintain a good, healthy attitude when they're allowed to play some musical instruments. Then we're going to build a refrigerator. Then eventually we're going to build a freezer. In the meantime, we can start building some synthetic armor. Um, and maybe think about winemaking. We've got so many berries around here that I think winemaking is going to be a good thing to prioritize. We also want the concrete rooms, and then we want to get around to this sleep training. The reason I haven't done any of the breakthrough technologies yet is because they take a really long time to research. Chitin synthetics 3 days, sleep training 5 days. So we'll save those until we have some a little more. Things aren't quite as pressing. The other thing I wanted to do before I get too far along here is expand this room. I already said I built this room a little bit too small, so I would like to go ahead and get some expansion happening now before we spend too much time in here. I think just one square for now. Apologies for jerking the camera around. I had a cough. And a wall. Nope, not a room. You can do preset rooms instead of building the floor and then the walls and then the flooring and then the roof. But for us, we just need a wooden wall here. And then once that is up, we can deconstruct the wall that's inside. Actually, I think we should start that deconstruction now so that even though it's a cold snap, we need them to be able to get in there to construct that stuff. And then that's going to also need a little bit of roofing added to it. So housing, roof, wood, overlapping foundations. There's going to be a way once that's done. I think once we deconstruct that wall, it'll allow us to build a little addition on the roof there. I hope, because otherwise we're going to have to tear down this entire roof, which would suck. Tear it down and start from scratch. It might actually make us do that. We'll see. All right, let's just check up on everything else going on. Let's see. I made this 1, 2, 3 squares. This one 1, 2, 3 squares. Okay, good. All right, just to remind myself of where we were when we quit last night. Everybody's okay happiness-wise ish. No, Emmeline's not too happy. Ken's not too happy. Nobody's very happy. But we just had that insect attack and people got wounded, and so that was keeping them from getting happy too. But we do have all this food out here to chop up and use in our new setup here. I think next on the agenda is to get well, we can start some farming now, and they'll get it planted so that it can start growing as soon as it gets even a little bit warm, but it's not even really winter yet. So I think before that, I think we should start getting some electrical electricity going. And again, you can move all this stuff as much as you want. Yes, it takes time and effort, but you don't lose any of the components in doing so. So I think I'm just gonna slap down some quick electrical stuff here, and hopefully it'll not be in a terrible place, and we will be able to make use of it. We'll also do a couple of wind turbines, maybe 4 of these, actually, because we've got the electronics for it. Remember, Ken's been finding tons of electronics in his salvaging, so good for that. And then once that's set up, we're going to need a battery to store the power. Let's do 2, actually. I think we'll have enough electronics for 2. This is a lot of electronics. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and then 5 is 21. And yeah, we'll be right at the edge of how many we have. We may not be able to build that last battery, but we'll see. And then we're going to need a power pole to transmit the power from the power producers to the batteries. Life-threatening hypothermia from Grayson. Grayson, what's going on, Grayson? You shouldn't be that cold. Well, let's get him inside near the fireplace, maybe. Grayson, drop whatever you're doing. I'm drafting control of Grayson and putting him here next to the fireplace for a minute or two. Come on, Grayson. He's a slowpoke. We know you're slow. Just go stand here for a sec, bud. We could actually build a comfy chair here next to the fire for situations like this. But we're also going to eventually be... I got to put a heat producer in here. Hopefully when this room gets finished, the construction gets finished, we'll be able to we'll have enough room to put down a heating stove in here. Let's take a look. Where could we actually put that at this point? Yeah, right in between what will be there will be an electric stove over here eventually, but for the time being, we can just put a heating stove in here. And then once we get our electrics up and running, we'll be able to... Okay, Grayson, you should have warmed up enough now. Once we get the electrics up and running, we'll be able to research air conditioners and have air conditioners taking care of all our heating instead. Grayson's about to melt down. Okay, but we've finished the research on our musical instruments. So this is going to help people relax in a big way. We'll get some musical instruments down. A handpan and a didgeridoo. There you go. I'm not loving the layout I've got in this common room. I made it too small to begin with. Quite a bit too small, actually. I may even expand it out this way a little bit, too. But let's start with... I'd really like... Quinn, I'd prefer... Not Quinn, but Grayson, I'd prefer you to be working on the wood stuff. Because you have massive heat bonus, or speed bonus, for getting that wood stuff going. Right? Insufficient materials for all of the electrical stuff. So in which case we need some furnaces working to turn our scrap metal into alloy. We can put an electric furnace down eventually, but for now this is it for the electrical producing stuff. So we're going to need some regular furnaces working anyway. Emmeline's butchering up all the goodies out here. And she'll bring them in here. And the temperature in here is 21 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the same temperature outdoors. So good. It's chilly in there. It's not cold yet. But now that those shelves are built, now we can go in and disallow meals on the shelves out here. Right? And then everything else is already disallowed. Okay, good. So now they'll be either moving or just storing stuff in here. Oops, we've got some food on these out here. I never set these up. Disallow raw food, disallow cooked meats. Okay, somebody's starting work on our new expansion. Probably Quinn. I'd prefer it if it was Grayson, because he's got the bonus. Grayson's exhausted. Oh, that's what it is. They were all up in the middle of the night. No, were they up in the middle of the night fighting those creatures? He's going to sleep. Poor Grayson. Yeah, we got to get Vivian working on some warmer clothes for everybody, too. They do have sweaters. Everybody should have a sweater at this point. Yeah. Well, yeah. Everybody's got a sweater. Nobody has hats, though. And even a baseball cap is better than no cap at all. Maybe I'll get Vivian started on some hats. A warm beanie? Yeah, it's still the beginning of winter, so let's make 5 warm beanies. Hopefully we have enough cloth for that. I don't suppose these are still harvestable, are they? Yeah, some of them anyway. Bring in some more cloth that way. Quinn has made another snowman. So cute. Okay, yeah, I am gonna put a light up in here just so we can see what's going on in here. Light and heat, ceiling lamp, right there in the middle-ish. Good. And then it's bedtime. Speed this up. Yeah, I'm thinking we're probably not going to be able to construct this, but this has all the components it needs. It just needs somebody to come over and do the work. And then all this other stuff too. Okay, so, all right. There was an expedition that we wanted to send someone on. Other things kind of got in the way of doing that, but maybe tomorrow. You usually have between 3 and 5 days before the expedition disappears. So we don't have to rush right out and do it. I'm going to speed this up to 3 times. It's cold enough here that these creatures shouldn't be losing too much condition sitting out. But hopefully Ken makes that a priority today. If not, we can force him to. Emmeline is chilly and she don't like it. Yeah, it's going to be chilly in here until we get that heating thing built, especially because we actually have no wall here. So we're completely open to the outside right now on this wall. In which case, we really need to get Grayson, get over here and construct. Because he has that speed bonus constructing wooden stuff. And Ken probably went right back out to scavenging. When he brings in a load, I'm going to take him off of scavenging for a second and make him harvest up those animals. Because there's a vulture right there. Going to be picking at it. Vivian's tailoring, Emmeline is cooking, Grayson is constructing, Quinn is eating. This is okay. No, Grayson, don't go construct the wind turbine. I need you constructing these walls. We're not low on wood, are we? No, it's right out here. Ken's almost done scavenging out there. He'll be coming back. Then we'll get him to harvest up that olphin for meats. Let's take down these other walls then. Now that that's almost complete. And then hopefully that'll let us build a roof over it. Ken's eating. As soon as he's done eating, I'll make sure that he stops and harvests those up. There goes Ken. He's going back to scavenging. Nope, Ken, no scavenging for you. You've got a lot of butchering to do. I've never actually analyzed or observed the Ulfin called bighorned animal here because we don't know its name yet because we've never analyzed it. I should probably do that. Emmeline's coming out to help with the butchering. Good. Quinn's constructing one of these. I'm going to put a hold on this construction because we're out of electronics pretty much, and we want to make sure that the next batch of electronics that comes in is used for what we need it to be used for. We don't really need that second battery just yet. Okay, our first furnace is built. Let's set that to until there are 100 scrap alloy, or alloy, metal alloy. And now the other one is as well. So until there are 100 alloy. Keep feeding it with scrap. Okay, this looks somewhat done. Let's see if it will let me make a roof now. Overlapping foundations. Damn it. Well, I'm going to pause for a second because we've got to get this figured out before it starts getting really cold. And I think what that's going to entail is us tearing down this entire roof. Wooden roof, deconstruct. Let's make sure that did everything get switched to deconstruct there, or just that one section? I got to do this section by section, and it's disappearing every time I click on it for some reason. Where is it? Where's the roof? That should tear it all down. Everyone's going to be pretty freaking cold until this is done. Until the roof is back up. We're also going to need some carpeting down in here to match the carpeting that we have. Whoops, that was paved. Quinn taking down the roof. Good. And Grayson is building our didgeridoo. Good, we're starting to get some food stored in here now. I should probably harvest up some more food if I can. All these berries are going to be bad. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get anything off of those. Same for the pumpkins. And then I think we'll start having our farming area out here in the back. Should we do that tonight? Start putting down some farming? I think we're ready. But top priority would be getting a roof on this area. Yeah, okay. And now the other roof has been deconstructed, right? Yes, I think so. So let's try this again. Dang. Something's not right here. Oh, there we go. There we go. It may not have been necessary for me to deconstruct the whole roof. I may have just had to hit the the X key to lower the construction one. But whatever, it's done now. Three times speed. What's the temperature in here? It's 38 Fahrenheit. Not very warm. How far away are we from researching air conditioners? Quite a ways away. Heat pumping. Because we haven't found a CPU core yet. Remember I mentioned that. I don't know if it was the last episode or the one before that, but we need Ken to find one in the salvaging here before we know what it is and can use it to make stuff. Smoke signals. We've got signs of what could be another expeditioner or another survivor. So let's send somebody out. We need Ken on the salvaging. That's now a priority for us. Grayson is building the roof. Vivian is researching. Quinn's doing carpet. And now he's playing the handpan. As soon as he's done playing the handpan, we're going to send him on an expedition. Come on, Quinn. Smoke signals. What was the other one that was a couple of days ago? So it's gone already. Whatever the other one was, we missed it, but it wasn't that big a deal. Oh, it was the military cargo. Shoot. That was kind of a big deal, actually. Oh, well. We had other things that needed doing. 3 times speed. Quinn, go on an expedition. See you later, friend. Good luck. Safe travels. Emmeline actually was able to harvest some more cloth off of those cloth bushes out there. So we've got a power coming in from 4 solar panels and 4 wind turbines. We are fully charged. This one battery is fully charged. That 1,000 charge isn't going to get you far once you start drawing battery power. Expedition update. That was quick, Ken. Shout. Maybe they'll hear you. I see a small campfire. Some embers still glowing faintly in the ash. Someone was here not long ago. Shout. I shouted for a while, but nothing happened. Come on back. That's okay, because honestly, I don't know if we wanted a 6th one just yet. We've got so much other stuff to do that having to spend time building another sleeping area for them is going to be a pain. Did we get all the meat from out here? Yes. So one thing I need to check. We have 184 liquid fuel. Now it takes 30 fuel to fill up the hot air balloon. We could build, the reason I'm saying that is because we could be building flamethrowers here at our entrance to help us in our defensing. But if we use up all of our fuel doing that and then refilling them after an attack, then we'll have no fuel to go on expeditions because we have no way of making fuel just this second. I think we have to research it, or can we start crafting fuel from manure right away? Yeah, so we're going to have to research turning manure into fuel. We can't do that yet. Let's make sure that that's a priority in our research list. Smelting, taming, synthetic armor, diesel generators, smelting. Here, fuel mixing, way down here. Oh, we have to find or produce oils or fats. So in which case we have to get an oil extractor going and an insect fat extractor going. Honestly, I'll probably never use the insect fat extractor. It's much more efficient to use the other one, so maybe I'll get rid of that. Yeah, because eventually we're going to have tons of grain, which can be turned into oil. And having said that, today may be the day when we should start getting some farming going. No, it's still early in the winter season. That's really not a priority. We turned off all the cooking out here. What we could be cooking out here, just to have something different to do out here, is coffee and tea. But we haven't researched that yet. Did we? I thought we built a... Oh, when we took the roof off, we lost our light in here. Gonna have to build another one of those. And I think we're gonna build one in here, in the storage area too. I could put a window in here to keep the air circulating and keep this room a little closer to the outside temp, which is slightly cooler than the inside right now. But I'm hoping that we can avoid that and just skip right to the air conditioners. We're up to 55 metal alloy. That's great. Our furnaces allowed us to complete construction on all the electricity producing stuff. We have researched refrigerators. I'd say let's get one built, but I'm not sure it's going to be that easy. We're going to need, oh, no, all we need is metal alloys. Consumes 8 electricity, which is kind of a lot, but I think we can handle that. And then hopefully soon we will be able to build freezers as well. Quinn's sleeping. Vivian's loving her spacious bedroom. She's putting some more wood on the fireplace. Grayson is going to construct our fridge. Emmeline's cooking. Ken is salvaging. Everything going smoothly. Until the next animal attack. With that in mind, maybe another couple of defensive towers over here. I'm going to keep enough room in between them for one other tower because eventually we're going to want to set up automated turrets here. And we could have tower, turret, like that. Good. Ken scavenged more electronics, which we needed, and which actually might allow us to complete construction on our other battery. So let's do that. Our fridge is now on. So we're going to set this to hold only cooked meals. And then once the freezer is up, that will be set to hold only raw food. We're using the alloys as quickly as they're coming in. But luckily we do have conscientious folks out here keeping these furnaces fed. Why is Grayson risking a meltdown? Well, we just given him too much stuff to build. No, Grayson, why don't you take a break, bud? What would you like to do? Yeah, I'm going to let him go. I don't think he's at that big of a risk. Now we can move this back. Oh, good. And we've got beanies for everybody now. So as soon as this is moved, I'll make sure everybody's getting a beanie on. Did you enjoy that? They did. They loved it. Plus 18. Okay, who needs a beanie? Emlyn, get a beanie. Ken, get a beanie. Quinn, you need a new beanie. Yours is falling apart. Vivian, get a beanie. And Grayson, get a beanie. I think my neighbors were named Get a Beanie. I'm going to tell them to take off that jacket because it's about to fall apart, and I want to harvest it for goodies. We've got a pair of light summer shoes in here. That's not going to help very much, but... So what else does Vivian need to be working on? She needs to be working on some trousers. Let's just do 3 trousers for now. And some boots, because people's boots are falling apart. Just 3 for now. And jackets will be their coats. We could do warm coats. I don't know that it's going to get cold enough to really warrant that. I think until we have armor to put on, I think we just want some jackets. So 3 jackets. Let's make 5 full jackets. I doubt we're going to have enough cotton to do that. And probably all the rest of the cotton around here it's too cold for... Oh no, yeah, there's some to harvest. It's kind of far away, but there is some. Any over here? Yep. And here? Nope. Okay, so we've got a little bit more room in here now, which is nice. Let's move the... Didn't I already move the... Oh, Grayson's got a cold. Try not to sneeze in anybody's faces. Let's move the dartboard inside. And make a chair to sit in. The problem with making a chair here, a comfy chair, an armchair, problem with that is that our cloth supply is not great. Yeah, we're running out of cloth, and Vivian really needs to be making better clothing for us, so I think we'll hold off on the armchair until some people get out, like Emmeline out here harvesting up some. No, don't transport yet. You've hardly got any, Emmeline. Just pick up a couple more. I know it's getting late, but we need you. Come on. Why is it not letting me? There we go. That's all that can be harvested? Yep. We can send someone out on an exploration expedition where we don't have a specific site that we're going to. We can just kind of go up and look around and see if we spot anything cool. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Put this light in the wrong place. Can move it. This light too is also kind of in the wrong place. Prefer it if it was right over. Requires ceiling. There is a ceiling right there. Is that centered? Sorta? Not really. And nighty night, 3 times speed. Beautiful night. Aggressive animals. That is 3 very big, very fast mantises. Nasty looking. Yuck. But we can wait for them to attack. We're not going to... it wouldn't make any sense at all to go out and try to, kite 1 or 2 off of the group, because the group's only 3. So we'll just wait for them to attack. Everybody get a good night's sleep, and hopefully they'll have time to eat something before these things attack. Emmeline is ravenously hungry because we kept her out there harvesting those cloth last night. I wonder if I should wake her up now and get her something to eat. Yeah, let's give it a minute. Vivian made a new pair of shoes. Who needed the shoes the worst? The most, I guess Quinn. And here come the animals. Okay, so draft up everybody. Time to fight. Get out here. And we'll put Emmeline up here. Ken up here. Quinn. Vivian. And Slowpoke Grayson can stay right in the middle. Here they come. Ooh, nasty. One of them's already bleeding. One of them must have tangled with an Ulfin or something. These are not going to be easy to kill. Grayson could get injured here. I'm going to pull him way back. Ha ha ha. Meet my traps. And dead. Good job, everybody. No injuries at all. Outstanding. Now speed it up. Let's make sure these are set to be harvested. Good. Grayson's not happy about stuff in general. What's he not happy about? He's very hungry. Oh, he's got a cold. That's one thing. Few fun things to do. There are fun things to do though, my friend. We've got darts. We've got didgeridoo. We've got a handpan to play. A comfy chair would probably help him out, but we can't because we need all this clothing. Does everybody who needed a fresh pair of shoes have one? No. Vivian needs sneakers. Everybody else is good. Oh, Emmeline needs a fresh set of trousers. Looks like Quinn is going to soon too. Vivian definitely does need. And then we got to set all this stuff that's in terrible condition to be deconstructed so we can use the cloth to build other stuff. Look at all that 46 insect meat coming in. Fantastic. Where are we on our researching? Researching synthetic army. Then we got wine, which isn't probably top priority. Yeah, in fact, synthetic armor can wait now too. What's really top priority is going to be oil extraction, so that we can get going on making our own fuel. There's a storm coming. Looks like a storm's blowing in. Yep, here comes the snow. More snowmen for Quinn. Yay. Vivian's probably going to want to get started on those pants right away. Yeah, Vivian, it's too late. Go to sleep. Eat something, then go to sleep. Where's all the food? We're running low on food. It's because we had Emmeline out picking up harvesting stuff. She should be in there cooking. Yeah, you know, when things get a little out of hand, you know what I like to do is just go in and set all the priorities back to simple priorities. Just give people a day or two to kind of pursue baseline priorities. We're almost out of mushrooms here, which means we're almost out of veggies, period. Which means it's going to be very hard to make veggie stew, but there's some buttermelons we can harvest. There are more buttermelons we can harvest. And that could mean that there are even more. Yes, there are here. Still some late season buttermelons to harvest up. I may try to get somebody doing that as quickly as possible before they all disappear, freeze up. Grayson still got his cold. Ken, are you going to go back to salvaging? You know, more important than the salvaging, Ken, I know you're terrible at farming, but we really need you to cut some melons. Yeah, we just lost some of the melons that were out there, so we got to go get these quickly. And he failed at harvesting. He got some. He got a good batch there, 24, good. Emlyn was dismantling some of those things. I need to set a higher priority, a higher number of things to cook. She's using some of the buttermelons we just brought back in to make veggie soup now. Quinn's making yet another snowman. Hey, if it makes you happy, dude, you do you, boo. Now he's having a snowball fight with Vivian, who's making a snowman. Quinn, before you go back to researching, do me a favor, buddy. It's not that late yet. Run out here and see if you can grab a couple of these melons before they go bad. Oh, Emlyn's coming out to help. They both failed. Oh no, they didn't fail. Somebody just has to come get these. Look, people are going snowman crazy. We're having a contest or something. That's 2, 4, 5, 6 snowmen. 7. You know, if you've played this and you're good at it, you're probably yelling at me. You really need to get out and do more expeditions, buddy. But in my opinion, they can wait. At this time of year, I think we have better uses of our time. Maybe, maybe not. Good, we researched synthetic armor, good. I thought I switched the fat press to be in front of that. Oh, I did, and it's done already. Great. So we can build one now. Production, oil press, wooden oil press. Now we're almost out of wood. Let's do metal. Put that right there. And then another new production item we had was the fermentation barrel. And we can use these to make wine and antibiotics. I don't think we have any berries for wine right now. Oh, we do. There's some out there. Okay, so we'll set this to wine as soon as that's researched. And we don't, I'm 99.9% sure we do not have any grain to make antibiotics, but we'll set one of these to antibiotics and one of them to wine. Ferment antibiotics, and then as soon as the wine, until there are 5 antibiotics. And as soon as Quinn's done researching the wine, we'll set this one to wine. Vivian's having a snowball fight. She missed Quinn. She missed Emlyn. Come on, get your aim. Yeah, direct hit. Another direct hit. Plus 18 happiness from a snowball fight. Grayson's still recovering from his cold that turned into pneumonia. Vivian bringing the grapes in, which is good because they're going to go right in here in about 1 minute, as soon as Quinn's done researching. We have more pants, we have a jacket, we have better shoes. Who needs what? Trousers, you can have. Shoes, you can have. And somebody can get a jacket. Why don't we, well, Grayson's got a jacket. The spaceship jacket's in terrible shape. We have to deconstruct. The spaceship jacket must be stored elsewhere. There it is. Deconstruct. Oh, Quinn, I wish you'd taken that inside where it's warm before dismantling. And we've researched winemaking, which means we can now go here and ferment wine until there are 5 wine. Actually, let's make it 10. There's so many grapes around here. We'll get these guys drunk and keep them drunk. How does that sound? Ken has fully demolished this spaceship wreck. And then this one's going to have a little bit left on it. And then after that, we're going to have to go a little bit farther away to this one, apparently. Another storm coming in. Okay. Tomorrow I will get some. Let's get some lights up in here. It's frustrating, just these poor bastages living in caves. 1, 2. Oh no, pneumonia has Vivian now. You know, we've got a heating stove here. We've got a fireplace there. We can make electric heaters. It's just once you get the air conditioning, the central air hooked up, those heaters just become redundant, and you can spend a lot of materials, time, and energy creating heaters because you need basically 1 per room, unless there's a fireplace in the room. All right, 3 times speed. Oh no, Quinn's sick too. It's too cold in here. It almost feels like I'm missing something in terms of how cold everyone's getting. Did we leave? Is there a piece of roof or something not constructed that's letting cold air in? No. I never put a door here. Hmm. 2 times speed. Quinn's gonna go put up these ceiling lamps. Let there be light, saith Quinn. We've got 1 more pair of shoes in there, 1 more jacket. Emmeline could use a jacket. I'm going to interrupt her cooking. No, I'm not. Let's wait until she's done cooking. I may have to do some hunting this winter. Because we started the winter with very little in the way of veggies. And now we're almost out of meat. Is there any meat out here? No. We're going to have to go hunting. And I may send someone on an expedition. Where'd all the Ulfen go? There's a bunch. Oh, look, they got the babies with them. Sorry, I'm gonna have to kill one of yous guys and eat yous. I'm gonna set Mama and Papa for hunting. And Emmeline is actually off to hunt. Hmm. It's kind of good to see that they're going farther away from base to do stuff now. The problem with that is that it's the middle of winter now, so now is not the bestest time for this. This is going to take forever for Emmeline to kill that with her tiny little bow here. I should have made sure that it was Ken, but Emmeline seemed to want to hunt. Oh shoot, yeah. Something I usually do and I forgot to do this time is, oh no, Emmeline, no, you're not that hungry. Emmeline, come back. Butcher first, then go eat. Is if you start the hunt on the far side of them, they'll run back toward base. Then we wouldn't have to come so far out to butcher them. Come on, Grayson, one more shot. One more. And you're not that hungry either. Come butcher. And I think, what time is it? 1700. No. Tomorrow we'll send someone on an expedition, not tonight. Emmeline coming back with 49 meat. 59 for Grayson. That should keep us fed for a while. Quinn likes playing darts almost as much as he likes making snowmen. Did somebody come out and retrieve the... Yeah, good. Just seeing if there's anything else out here that we could harvest for food. There's some glitter caps. Nope, they're not ripe. There are some. They're not ripe either. That's the middle of winter. I wouldn't expect them to be, but I was just checking. Yeah, we ordered Grayson to not come back and eat, and he's a little upset about that. But, happy result, we now have lots of meat. 108 meat for making meat soup. Then why are there no meat soups in the fridge, Emmeline? What have you been doing? Well, for one thing, we messed with her priorities, right? We turned everyone back to simple priorities. Maybe it's time to switch them back. Everything seems to be okay, so make sure she's focusing on cooking as her number one. Ken scavenging. Quinn doesn't need to have construction as his number one anymore, now that we've got Grayson with his exceptional wood handling skills. So keep him on research. And I think we'll send him on an expedition tomorrow. Tailoring number one, assembling, construction. Okay, good. And now everyone's got a light in their room, so we can actually see them. I should probably put one in the hallway here too, or maybe even two. Those can be wall lamps. That's not even. And how we doing on the energy? We're at 2,000 stored energy, and we were adding. We were not running on the batteries at night because there was enough of a breeze blowing that our um, wind turbines were taking care of it all. All right, as soon as Quinn is up and about, we'll put him on the balloon. Ah, thick smoke. We got a new expedition. Perfect timing. Get something to eat, Quinn, and then you're going a hunting. And he's done. So, thick smoke, thick smoke. Ah, interesting. Thick smoke. Here we go. It's going to be Quinn. Go get him, Quinn. Go find us something good. If it's another survivor, make sure it's a good one. Because we're kind of having trouble keeping everybody fed as it is. And having said that, I think it's time for us to get some farming started. Because as I said, they can get the stuff planted now, even though the ground is frozen. And then it'll start blooming as soon, it'll start growing as soon as it shows up. All right. Grain cob, one of the most important things. Okay, let's start with 6x6. We can always expand it. Toxic ash. So we've got some toxic ash drifting in from a nearby volcano. It's not the end of the world. People are going to be in a little bit of pain when they're outside, and they're going to be moving a little bit slower due to shortness of breath. But not the end of the world. All right, buttermelon fields. We'll do a small buttermelon field because a few buttermelons go a long way. And then fruit bushes, we got fruit bushes all over the place. We don't even need to do any of those. Cloth blossoms, yeah, we want those. Let's do, that should be enough. And we want smoke leaf. And some glitter caps. And we could do heptagonia, but there's a ton around us already, and it is very picky about the soil that you plant it in. It's not going to grow well in this loamy type of soil that everything else likes. Yeah, you can see people moving slower out here in the toxic ash. Expedition complete, thick smoke, what'd you find? I found the crash site at what looks like a small military vessel. I relieved some soldiers of their armor, good. I did not find any weapons, which is a bit weird. Maybe they were destroyed in the crash. May their souls rest in peace. Good, so he'll be bringing back some armor, which is great because I don't think anybody has any armor right now. Who needs what? Speaking of which, we have a jacket, right? We have a jacket and some shoes. Ken, let's put you in a jacket. Where's Ken? What's he doing? I don't want to interrupt him if he's doing something important. Well, he's sleeping. Strange. In the middle of the day, he shouldn't be sleeping. Grayson running all the way out there. He's already slow, and now he's moving super slow. He's going to be getting cold and sick. And he's just gotten over a sickness. Vivian's got a jacket. He's got a spaceship jacket. Grayson does. Quinn doesn't have one, but we can't give him anything right now. Ken is the one that needs the jacket, but he's asleep. So let's just keep an eye on him. As soon as he wakes up, we'll tell him to get a jacket. Emmeline's got pneumonia from planting and stuff out here in the cold. We're still not keeping it warm enough in there for everybody, but I think we can deal. Good, we've got berries in our wine barrel, and berries being turned into wine, which will make everybody happy. Emmeline, where are you now that you're sick? Oof, way out here. Aggressive animals, and Quinn is on an expedition. I hope that he makes it back in time for this fight. Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay, Quinn is back. Good. Ken, we're going to wake you up. Oh, he just woke up. Good. But let's put you in a jacket right away. Oh, and here's the synthetic vests, the armor that Quinn brought back. We'll give one to Quinn and one to Ken. And you, and you need a jacket. Grayson has scavenged another 98 fuel off of the thing out there, which we need because we're refueling the hot air balloon now. Okay, here come the angry animals. Time to wake everybody up. Come on, guys. Get out here. We'll put Emmeline up. Ken has armor now, so he can stay down. No, he's got the laser pistol, though. Quinn stays down. Ken goes up. Vivian goes up. Grayson goes up. And here come the meanies. That was Wizard of Oz. I know. You couldn't tell. Nobody can. Don't worry about it. Whoa, Quinn, why are you using a kitchen knife? What happened to your spear? His spear disintegrated. It would have been smart to know that before I left him down here to fight melee. We're going to be okay. They're taking out some of the scrap metal fences and stuff. No big deal. We got 790 scrap with which to repair them. I think we'll leave Ken on the ground next time. He'll have a better... Well, hopefully next time they won't even get this far. They won't get inside the base. Alright, everybody's got to come down and fight those then. And you're done. Go do what you need to do. And we can use all this insect meat. Insufficient materials. We don't have enough wood to repair the fortifications. We're going to have to go out and do some wood chopping. Who's sick? Who's getting treated? Who needs treatment? Emmeline's waiting. Quinn's waiting. Ken is treating. Ken's healing just leveled up. That's good. Great news. She found a cure for the sleeping parasite that we got on like day 2 in the very first episode. And we didn't know the cure for it, but apparently now we do. So that's good. Should we send somebody out on another expedition? Let's check our... We've got 222 fuel. I think we have enough to send somebody out on another expedition. There's still a lot to be done here, though, including cutting down all those trees and continuing our salvaging and harvesting up all these dead creatures. All right, but everything seems to be going okay. I'm going to speed this up. No, Ken, more important than scavenging right now is butchering. Ken, he said butcher. I'm going to let Quinn go out and cut. We don't need him harvesting these. We need the wood. Ken going back to sleep. Everybody's sleep cycle's a little off for some reason. No, well, Grayson for one thing. So we just need to copy the schedule that I have for everybody else and give it to Grayson. Oh, Vivian, a complete waste of time for you to carry back that small amount of insect. So butcher instead. Oh, right. We need to get a spear for Quinn. Oh, that's the tailoring desk. Spears. Let's make 2 because other people's... Let's make 3 because other people's were not in great shape either. $93 insect meat, 52 red meat. Oh, there's a pair of boots in here for some reason. Yeah, I gotta adjust these so that there are no raw fabrics, no electronic components, no crafting materials, no apparel, no weapons, no medicines. The other items can stay. No raw fabrics, no electronics, no crafting, no apparel. Whoops, no apparel, no weapons, no medicines. Somebody scavenged a pair of... So we've got a pair of boots and a pair of synthetic pants. Up for grabs. Who needs? Who wants? Grayson is sleeping, but I think when he wakes up, we can give him these. He's got summer shoes. I'm going to give him something a little heavier than that. We got plenty of room in the wardrobe, don't we? Why are you taking stuff out here? I'll disallow apparel and weapons out here. Vivian playing darts, Quinn playing whatever he's playing. Who was needing the boots? It was Grayson, right? But he's healing Emmeline. Quinn, instead of going out cutting, let's send you on another expedition. There's nothing but explore available, so do that. Can't treat Emmeline. Not enough medicines to treat all the currently injured or ill survivors. Yikes. That makes scavenging these wrecks a top priority. So Ken, what are you doing? Back to scavenging. Good. Because until we get some grain, which I don't think we're going to be able to harvest. I mean, there's some grain plants out here, but it's the middle of winter. I doubt we're going to be able to... Yeah, we can't harvest anything off of those. Until we get some grain coming in, we're not going to be able to make antibiotics. But at least we have wine to dull the pain. Our first batch of wine. Exploration complete. We saw something, a module, and we got a data core. Unlocks printed components breakthrough. Okay, good. Come on back. I might have to go on another hunting expedition. We're running low. Are we? 90, 100, 50? I guess we're okay. I think because we have no more veggies, I think we're going to need to up the amount of meat soup we have. Alright, this is going to be a long winter, guys. I think we're going to have to be doing some serious hunting. Here's the dog. Did I ever talk about dogs? Maybe I talked about them in the first episode. So you can tame dogs and keep them as pets and even train them to come out hunting with you and stuff. But as I might have mentioned, these were only added in the most recent update, and there's still not a heck of a lot to do with them. And right now, all they are a way for people to gain a little bit of happiness by playing with the dog, which is nice. But it's not as efficient, certainly in the dead of winter. If the dog's going to have to live outside, well, they don't have to, but I think it's better for them to have the leisure activities indoors for the time being, rather than taking in a dog who's only going to eat more food that we don't have. Looks like there's some melons to harvest here. Yeah, I should be looking around for more food to harvest, because you never know. Something may come up as harvestable in the middle of the winter. Lots of manure out here that we should be gathering already, but maybe not in the middle of winter. Especially since Ken just gathered a bunch more fuel. So we got a little bit of stuff planted for the spring season. This is the only one that's actually been planted so far. We still got to get somebody out to plant the rest of these. Vivian, are you really just carrying one? Did they all rot away or something? Oh well. I said a lot of trees to be cut down here. I think maybe I should dial this back a bit. Harvestable buttermelons. We can these things will give us a bunch of insect meat if we kill them. They're pretty easy to kill. But let's hold off. No need to overhunt these creatures. Let's just do it when we're down to the dribs and drabs. We have enough for the time being to keep everybody fed. Vivian, have you made a spear yet? No. She's making one now. So there's probably stuff that we could be doing right now, but at this point we're kind of just in a bit of a holding pattern until spring comes, which we're halfway through winter now. So barring a cold snap, we should make it through to spring. At which point we can start thinking about what to do next. And what to do next is going to be more defenses and more electric stuff. Where are we on our research? We still have not found a CPU core, which will enable us to produce the air conditioners and the automated turrets, right? Yeah, we still need a CPU core before we can do that. In which case, it may be worth sending Quinn out on another expedition. Because we can either find them from salvage or we can find them on expeditions. So, as soon as Quinn's done making a snowman to gain some happiness back, we'll send him on an expedition. People drinking wine, enjoying their wine. Drank alcohol, plus 18. How was that wine, guys? Oh, wait, Quinn, before you go out there, you're going on another exploration expedition. Because we're okay on wood for the time being. Good luck, Quinn. Safe travels. The good news is Ken has been salvaging up a lot of meteor rain. Let's see. Debris. Scrap metal. Nothing more of interest. Medium physical skill, medium amount of scrap metal. This meteor rain, with Ken's perk of double... That's a computer core! Ken just found a computer core, guys. We now can start researching all that stuff that we couldn't research before. Okay, good. So heat pumping or automatic turrets. I think automated turrets is going to take 5 days. I think we should get started on that now. And then a sensor device, which is a motion activated sensor. So the automated turrets won't be drawing power the whole time, only when they're active, if we set them up with a motion sensor. And then the heat pumping. And then researching freezers is not a huge priority in the middle of winter, but I think by the time we get there, we'll probably be most of the way through winter, so we'll probably want a freezer. Then I think we might start looking at the breakthroughs. Chitin synthetics will help us. Battery optimization will certainly help us. Balloon optimization will help us. Sleep training will help us a ton. People will not have to spend as much time sleeping. And that, has just a big global snowball effect. Great. And now we've got one computer core to actually build something, which will probably be one automated turret. I think you only need one computer core to make those. The other option being an air conditioning unit. Spaceship junk. Something fell. Large burning object. Spaceship junk expedition. Might be worth sending Quinn out on that as soon as he's done. Oh no, he's researching, which we want that research getting done right now. Grayson, what would he be like on an expedition? No way to tell. But we're not doing any construction, which is his main strength right now. Or his main strength, period. So maybe we'll send him on an expedition. The scrap metal that Quinn brought back has all been transported over into our stockpile. Good. Grayson, let's not sleep the whole day away, friend. Why are you sleeping all day? Go get something to eat, and then we're sending you on an expedition. No, not cutting. If you're running out to do cutting, we've got better things for you to do. Let's see how he does on this expedition. And we haven't reached a really good, dramatic, exciting stopping point, but I think, oh, we scavenged 2 more computer cores. Great, so we can build 2 automatic turrets. So nothing huge and exciting happening this episode. We fixed some of the constructions that I messed up the first time around. We built a couple more fortifications out here. We fought off some bugs. We went on a couple of expeditions, and we got our cold storage set up with a refrigerator inside. So everything seems to be working relatively smoothly at this point. So why don't we call it an episode here, and we'll pick it up in the next one. And in the next one, continue on work on our defensive fortifications here. We'll build a whole nother. Oh, first aid kits we need. Yeah, get the first aid kits. So Grayson found some first aid kits at that crash. So in the next episode, we'll get some automated turrets up, hopefully, and get a stronger wall, a stone wall, I think, which means more stone mining out here. All right, so that's next time. For the time being, everyone is going to be going to sleep soon. So good night, survivors.